Hi, this is Rachelle Scrapcraftastic, and I got a question a little while ago about what the dies were used for. The question came from a haul video that I did, and I've got all of these dies, which I have yet to put away, and they wanted to know how they work. I also had these out, so I'm going to demonstrate cutting some dies. So these are the thin wafer, I think they're called, or Thinlits, which is actually a brand. But these are the small dies, just thin wafer pieces of metal, very thin, very delicate. You also have larger dies that look like this. They're called bigs, I believe, but they are pretty sturdy. They look like, well, this one still has paper in it, but they look like this. As you can see, these are tags. This is like a felt material. Underneath the felt is the blade that cuts these shapes. So when you run it through the machine, it presses down, presses the blade out of the felt onto your paper and cuts the paper, and I'll show you that. These are more heavy duty and can cut things like chipboard. So I'll cut a piece of chipboard so that you can see how that works. This is a Big Shot by Sizzix. This was a gift to me from my BFF. So this is the manual way of cutting shapes and words or whatever it is you want to cut. You can also do the same thing with a silhouette. It's just that you have to have something already designed, or a file already designed, or design one yourself to cut. This is designed. You can use it repeatedly. You don't have to buy anything. So it just, I'm rambling here, but it just depends on what you want to do. I kind of tell myself, don't buy any dies, don't buy any dies, because you can design that yourself and use your silhouette to cut. But I still wind up buying dies. It just depends. So anyway, let's get started with this. So this machine comes with this platform and these two acrylic pieces that you kind of make different sandwiches with. So you can also do embossing with this too. I forgot to mention that. And where am I? I'm not going to show you the embossing today. If you want to see the embossing, leave me a comment below and I will come back and do that another day. I'm trying to see if I have any more interesting dies over here that I can do. So I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock. Here, let's use this pink cardstock. And we're going to cut one of these small dies that I just got. So anyway, it tells you how to set things up depending on what you're using to run through the machine. So I need to find, even though I kind of already know what to do with these thin style dies. So I need this platform and I need both acrylic pieces as well as my paper. So this paper is too big to go through the machine, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half real quick. I'm running out of space on my desk. Just cut it. Okay. Let's turn it this way since I need the handle on this side. I'm making a mess here. Okay, so I'm going to lay down my first acrylic block. Then I'm going to lay down my dies with the cut side. This is the cut side up. And I can do multiple dies as long as there is room on the paper. Oh, I'm sorry, there's room on the platform. So I'm not looking at what these are. I'm just going to cut as many as I can. sure I could space these where I could cut more, but I'm just experimenting so that I can show you. And there are some dies, these more inexpensive dies, that may not cut well. So I am cutting with these for the first time, and I'm going to see how well they cut. So then I'm going to put my paper on top and my other acrylic plate on top of that. Make sure everything is lined up. Then I'm going to go ahead and push it to the machine to get it started and twist the handle and run the sandwich through. And just to make sure it did a good job, I'm gonna run it back through backwards. Okay. And as you can see, the heart came out first. I don't know what that's about. Is it a double? Oh, it's a double. I don't know what that is. I'll have to redo that one. But that's how it works. So see, that says super. And I will have to go through and clean these up to get the extra small little pieces out. That says bright. I'm just going to rake these off for now. It does cut out the dots for the eyes, and I probably just rake them off. This is the first time I've had dies that are this small and delicate. So anyway, you get the gist of how it works with the thin dies. See that? So that's supposed to be used to get them out. See, I'm learning while I'm showing you because I haven't used these thin dies, and here's an example of one that didn't cut good. So I probably needed to run that through a couple more times. But anyway, so that's how it works. Let me put this back. And this is kind of what you get. And you use this for cards, scrapbooking. I would love to be able to use them in my planner. And hopefully I'll be able to find the days of the week ones. I think that would be really cool. But, so, okay. So that's it for the teeny tiny ones. Let's try one of these bigger ones. Let's try the Dream. And again, I haven't used these. I don't want to bend it. I'm going to be really careful with it. I got to get this glue stuff off. Now to get it off of me. So let's get our leftover pink paper. We'll run through. Put down your die on the bottom acrylic platform. I still got some sticky stuff on there too. Put down your paper. Put down your top piece of acrylic and run it through. You hear the cracking sound? That scared me at first time. I thought I was breaking it. And you hear that a lot more with the big dies, and I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I'm going to run this one through a couple of times just to make sure, even though I'm pretty sure it did cut. Okay. So do this. And I guess this is, I guess I should read directions. That probably would help me a lot more. But I think that is what this sticky stuff on this is for. If I can get it off, there you go. Is to pull these out. It's pretty gross. But that's what it's for. So that is what the dream die looks like. And put it on here so you can see. And then you can do more than words. Like I was saying, I have other dies. They come in all types of dies. Let me pull my die box up here. Oh, I can't pick it up. So this is the one that I talked about in a previous haul video. This one requires a lot of work to make sure you get all the paper out of the small holes, but this one was one of the first ones that I purchased. This is a fairly new. These two I've hauled recently. So these are the Bigs dies as well. So they come in all sorts of. And here are some more thin dies. These are framelets. They come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. And like I said, the Bigs dies you can use for chipboard. And so to use the Bigs die, it's a little different. I think I just need the two. You see, it's been a long time since I used this. I think I just need the two pieces, and I'm going to do this with this part up so I can see, make sure that it fits. So I put my first acrylic layer down, and then I'm going to put the second one on top. And sometimes you can just use a little piece of washi tape to hold it in place if it has to be precise. And so then I'm just going to feed this through. You hear that? See, that's what made me think I broke it before. I'm gonna run it back through just to be sure. And say that. Here you go. And I could take some tweezers and get those out. My son's been using this, so making tags. But this is what you get with the chipboard. And then you could easily run a piece of pattern paper through to cover that and make cute little tags with it. Let's try that real quick since I have an extra piece of pattern paper here. Just going to pop that on there and try to line her up so that she is on the big tag a little bit. Maybe. Put this over and run it through. Let's hold it and go back. Whoops. Okay. So this is what you get. So say if you were designing something and you needed a sturdy chipboard tag, there you go. This would fit perfectly over it. You could glue those two together, cut one for the back, and have a really nice pattern paper tag. Put a piece of ribbon on there, and off you go. You could, let's see, put, these are so delicate. Super on there. Whatever you want it to do. But I hope that answers the question. I'm sorry I just rambled on through this. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I didn't have a lot of time to think about it. And yeah, so that's how you use a die. So that's it. If you have any questions, please comment below and I will answer what I can. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.